Hi everyone, I'm Darya Skitt, psychologist and coach ICF, and today with my wonderful colleague Luba Ullanova, who is executive coach ICF, we're gonna present you our podcast, which is going to be made out of little short episodes, which we try to make very impactful and useful, with some information and the information which you actually can use straight after listening to us. And the topic of our podcast in general will be how to be resilient in this unstable world. And today's topic we decided to start with 3 ways of staying focused. So Luba, please, if you can share with our listeners why we chose this topic and what you think about it.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to be here and share our knowledge, which actually we take from our sessions. And this topic is important to our clients, so that's why we actually chose it. And it's very relevant right now in these days. So today the topic is 3 ways of keeping focused. And focus, what it is, it's a currency. Now everybody wants to get our focus. Top 25 websites in America, they all fight for your focus. How they do it? They keep you reading news, they keep you shopping, they keep you entertain yourself with the yellow press. And this kind of information, yes, it's interesting. It keeps you away from what you're actually doing for yourself. So it is a currency in our digital economy. And now the skill of staying focused, it becomes a skill on its own.
Yeah, and the thing is that we have so much information around us. We're constantly attacked by different opinions. And as soon as we take our attention away from us and we don't control our own attention, it definitely controlled by someone else. We even have the name of our modern economy as an attention economy. As even building our own businesses, we're fighting for attention of our people, but not everyone making it in a quite nice way. So today we're going to speak how you can keep your own attention, how you can stay focused on the things which are important to you.
And it's a good point that you mentioned. We receive information from everywhere. The average person manage at least 5 screens between computer, phone, iPad, or something like that. It's more than 5 screens, and we take a daily 35,000 decision in average per day. So how we take, if we're not focused, these decisions might be not our best for us. So
Work, actually. It's
exactly.
about the decisions of others from somewhere else. And could you please share with us these 3 most important types of triggers which catching our attention away?
Okay, there are 3 types. The first one, it's actually very obvious ones. It's audio and visual attention stealers, I call them. It sounds, and it's like if something is visually, like on the phone, you have your
Open up messages. Yeah.
messages, and like lightning, something is what do you call it in English? The
A flashlight, like sometimes.
flashlights, something like that. So these are very obvious, of course. It could be even a police car, the sound coming from outside, or somebody's, upstairs in your apartment drilling, or in your office, or something like that. Audio and visual disturbances.
Yeah,
Disturbances. So these are attention stealers. Once it gets your attention from your task, it takes time to get back. These are first. Secondly, it's internal triggers. Well, here is a little bit more complicated. It's for example, it's our reaction to some external circumstances. For example, if I receive email on admin, I'm talking for me. It's something that I hate to do. So
Okay,
all of a sudden,
that's
all of a
similar
sudden,
to me.
exactly. All of a sudden, there is a resistance created in my head. So, in order to avoid it, I just noticed that I have to, every single time, I have to get up and go to drink some water or call someone or I need to walk my dog or anything like that. So, this
But not
is
task.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is something that really triggers me to get up and do something else. So it becomes time management becomes it's a pain management because it's I'm I don't want to sit in my discomfort zone, of course. So I'm avoiding it, and that's what your internal triggers are do to you. But what is important is each person has their own. And there is a third type of triggers, type that they you don't hear, you don't see them. It's not internal, but they're just there. Like what? How many times a day you check your emails? So it's Google, Gmail. It's I don't know. It's Netflix. You know, it's just there. It's a television. It's a
What?
fridge.
Watch it a little bit.
Yeah, it's a fridge, or it could be even a good weather because you're thinking, oh my God, why am I sitting here doing this where I could go out? And, it could be a trigger as well. So anything. And for each person, it's a different story.
Individual. But can I share one like scientific fact, let's say, that it's like a game of our dopamine, because dopamine it's not actually about pleasure, it's about expecting of the pleasure. And when we have this kind of tasks which we're not very happy to do, like admin, like you said, yeah, like fill up forms or dealing with invoices or whatever, as we don't have any pleasure out of it, we thinking that maybe, for example, looking at our social media right now for a few seconds, we're probably gonna get a little bit of pleasure. Maybe it's gonna be something fun, maybe it's gonna be something interesting. Why? Because as well, we're attracted to our brain want to be using less energy, of course, and we are attracted to the things which bring in us emotions. And as it's not so much emotions in dealing with bills or whatever, there are a lot of other emotions probably waiting for us in our emails, in our social media, in the fridge as a food and nice snacks, good weather. So obviously, our brain is just trying to make our life easier and more interesting. But this is when it's very important to be conscious, to be.
Absolutely. The best way of actually dealing with these triggers is knowing them. So in order to actually find out what they are, just notice. Keep noticing why. Ask yourself questions every single time that you get out of your desk. What made you do that? Why? Why in this particular moment you chose to get up and go drink a glass
It's
of
like
water or something?
it's like, am I avoiding something? Or I really need to go and have this drink, for example. Yeah, when you're doing something and you suddenly decided to swap the action, just ask yourself, I really need it, or it's a type of avoidance. And if you answer to this question in certain way, you will understand what's going on right here, right now. It will keep yourself conscious about what's going
Exactly. And the more you observe yourself, the more information you get, the easier it's gonna be for you to deal with it.
on. And now I really would like to tell us, which is one of my favorite parts. It's about these three ways how we can stay focused. I know that there are some nice tricks which we can do with ourselves, even dealing with this, like we call it in coaching, frog tasks, which need to be eaten. So let's start with these 3 ways of staying focused.
Okay, well, first of all, we already said we were talking about the first one. It's
Mhm.
knowing the triggers. And by that, you need to observe yourself. Take a week and notice and write them down day by day. What actually stole your focus? It probably hideous tasks on its own to write down, but at least it gives you a
Yeah.
data that you can use. This is a first thing. A second, once you know that, what you can do is actually this resistance comes and you want to get up, you want to call someone or check your emails or do something else instead of doing what you're doing, you can say, okay, I'll call someone, but in 10 minutes. Yes,
Okay.
I'll check that. I'm I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. Yes, you can say to yourself, I'm gonna do it, but later.
I'll give myself time.
And give yourself time to finish at least what you're doing, or just literally time, 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
And then magic can happen because suddenly you don't need to go and swap for something else.
Exactly.
You just
Maybe
can
the urge to get up or check your emails will be gone.
just disappear. Yeah.
Exactly. And a third trick for me is interesting because it's a way of keeping me curious. So basically, we were talking about websites that keep you on by guiding you. If you go there, you can win this prize or read this and that. So they confuse you. So they just keep
Interesting.
you reading and involving you in some sort of activity. Why don't create the same way of in your tasks? For example, if you, I don't know, let's choose the most hideous tasks in the house. It's like ironing or anything like that.
Yep.
And you can give yourself, create a game around it.
Yay, gamification. It's every
Yeah, yeah. Can I do it on this temperature? Can I iron it? No. How? What do I need to do to make it faster? Or can I?
yourself
I don't
time.
know.
Can I do it
Something.
in 10 minutes? Like,
Exactly. Send yourself a timer and see how much you're gonna get done in 10 minutes. I don't know, anything like that. You don't have to like the task, but you just have to be curious. And there is no curiosity will keep you involved.
yeah, this is
And that's actually the goal to make you finish.
I just wanted to share as well the thing that, for example, with ironing, how I'm doing, I promise myself that when I'm ironing, I can watch certain videos which I prepared to myself. But at the same time, when I'm sharing this with you, I remembered about important thing which I think we need to talk about, just a few words. It's about multitasking. It's about multitasking, and just to tell to our listeners that it's very important to know that it's not very good for your brain, that the multitasking, when you try to do simultaneously, like, I don't know, um, emails, talking on the phone, writing a book and doing surgery. No, no, no. It doesn't work because 20 or 40% of our possible energy is just disappearing by you swapping to different tasks. And this is important to consider when you want to stay focused. So by planning, and you already said about the time management, which is a very hot topic for our clients, and sometimes it looks like time management is just a good schedule, but no, it's not a good schedule. It's exactly these things we're talking about. It's about putting your attention, prioritization, And when you create your flow, remember that multitasking, try to avoid it. Like when you watch something or listen to something, when you do like houseworks, it's fine. But when you really want to dedicate your brain to important topics of yours, remember multitasking, no, better not to do. Don't lose your energy for nothing.
Absolutely agreed, because by staying focused, you're gonna do it faster. So it's better for your time management, and that's the goal actually.
Yeah.
Here they are, three tricks.
Luba, thank you very much for today's conversation. I'm looking forward for our next episode. And please, everyone, be open to share your opinions and ask any questions, because maybe you will inspire us for another topics which we're going to share with you and prepare some interesting information and tips which you can use after listening to us. So thank you very much for today.
Thank you. And if you wanna give us a feedback on the tricks that we offered today, that would be a great comments, and we can take it, if in consideration. Let us know if it worked for you. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you in the next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye.